Hello everybody. Today's Thursday, 15th of August, 2019. Um, Things change with a non-prototypical model railroad, I guess, but only slightly. It's been a month since I've done another update, but I've done all those yard improvements I was talking about for the operations and the car repair facility, the offloading shed for the other materials, and I also put in a couple crossovers, and you'll see coming up here, but it's all for the best. And now I have a total of 26 switches up in the cement plant area. That's not counting the yard access off the main line, but that's just all the interior switches. I added 10 this time around, 4 to the back like we discussed last time, and then like I said, a couple crossovers in the long yard area. Those sidings in that rail yard were 98, 85 inches or so. The longest one's 98, and it tapers down to there. But so I decided to cut those up a little bit. It was kind of like my original plan to do that as well, in my original sketches and when I was first laying the yard out. But being thrifty like I am, I was trying to conserve switches. But looking at it, after building everything, spent the last few months building up the cement plant and figuring out how it's going to operate, these improvements were inevitable. So, but well, enjoy the yard update, and thanks for watching. Okay, guys, we'll start off with an aerial view here. This is the north wall entrance door there. As you remember from previous videos. And there's the future bog area. And this is the reconfigured cement plant yard area. There's the car repair facility back in the far corner there. And notice I've added a few more switches in. Actually, just 6 switches inside the yard. The other 4 switches are for the car repair facility. There is a 36-inch track over there that can be used also. And that's the whole layout. That's against the east wall, and this over here is the south wall. 13 feet from corner to corner. Alright, we'll start over here along the north wall with a new turnout put in here, and a nice long siding. This siding here is 53 inches long. It goes back to the back wall there. And coming up to the next turnout, which this one is 37 inches, goes back to the east wall. The next 2 inside the car repair building are 14 inches in length, and the outer one with the flat car is 21 inches in length. And we'll come back up here to the start of the these ladders here and go the next one in. This is an existing turnout and existing sidings. All I did was lengthen them. I changed the pitch on it back here also, where it goes a little straighter into the east wall. These 2 here are 48 inches long. And we'll go back over to a new switch that I put in. And these measure 51 inches in length, and these go up to the back part here. Initially I had a turnout here going up to this number 4 track, where that was about a 4-foot long section there that went down to the other ladder, but I lengthened that out, so now I have these two here 51 inches in length that go up to this crossover junction here, and from there it goes over to this side to where it's 32 inches, and this outer one is about 37 inches. And this also goes into a used oil tank facility, or point, I guess. There'll be a bunch of pipes and everything for offloading the used oil into the tanks. The next drop down is that group, which start back over here at the an existing point that was already laid down. These two here are 40.5 inches in length. They go up and around here over to this crossover area and come up to here, where the bottom one is another 40.5 inch length and the top one is 21 inches. The bottom rail itself is 98 inches in length. It does not split. That's the arrival track. The second track will be the departure tracks. I'll have traffic from both directions, depending on who's servicing it and what's bringing in, at least for my operations plan anyway. And on this end of the ladder here is another turnout that I placed in, which goes up to the other materials offloading building shed. That will hold, or actually offload, copper ore, fly ash, and also silica sand, and that'll be a underground conveyor going over to those silos. That box will eventually represent the bulk materials, limestone, that goes in before it gets crushed. That's still got to be built, of course, obviously, but that's a buffer building, so we'll save that for another time. But you can see that the yard has pretty good improvements. Lots of ways to shove cars around inside here, different lengths of cars and such, so it should be organized fairly well. My plan is to have 2 engines up in here doing all the switching, but obviously I'll probably only be using one, but 2 is the plan anyway. Well, thanks for watching, guys.